deep cinematic tone. In the world of boxing, where legacies are etched in blood, sweat, and history, a single comment can ignite a firestorm. It is a world where respect isn't handed out. It is ripped from the grasp of your opponent in the center of that squared circle. And right now, the embers of a new rivalry are glowing hot, threatening to engulf two of the sport's most electrifying figures. Slight shift in tone, more narrative. Enter Roy Jones Jr., a name that echoes through the halls of boxing history. A virtuoso, a pound-for-pound king who danced under the lights with a style so audacious, so brilliant, it often looked like he was from another planet. His career is a masterclass in greatness. But now, this living legend, this icon forged in the fires of championship fights, has stepped out of retirement, not to lace up the gloves, but to lay down a challenge. A challenge directed at one of the most feared punchers in the game today. His words, sharp and direct, cut through the noise. Fight Shakur, not Jake Paul. Pace picks up, more intense. That message wasn't whispered. It was declared. And its target? None other than Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the knockout king, the storm in human form. A fighter whose power is so devastating, it's become the stuff of modern legend. Tank is the present, a destructive force who sells out arenas and leaves a trail of fallen opponents in his wake. He's unbothered, unshaken, and seemingly unafraid of any man who stands across from him. He walks, talks, and fights with the supreme confidence of a champion at the zenith of his power. So, when a legend like Roy Jones Jr. speaks, the boxing world listens. And what he's saying isn't just a casual suggestion, it's a critique, a question of purpose. Why is a fighter of Tank's caliber, a man many believe is on a collision course with the Hall of Fame, even entertaining the idea of a fight with a social media star-turned-boxer like Jake Paul? Analytical, thoughtful tone. Let's break this down. From Roy's perspective, it's about preserving the sanctity of the sport. It's about legacy. Roy comes from an era where the best fought the best. It was a simple, brutal, and beautiful code. To be considered the greatest, you had to prove it against other great fighters. In his eyes, a fight between Tank and Jake Paul isn't a real fight. It's a spectacle. It's a business transaction that prioritizes clicks over credibility. It dilutes the meaning of being a world-class boxer. And who does Roy want Tank to fight instead? Shakur Stevenson. Now, this is where it gets truly interesting. Shakur Stevenson is the polar opposite of a Jake Paul. He's a boxing purist, a defensive wizard often compared to a young Floyd Mayweather. He's a two-division world champion, an Olympic silver medalist, and a fighter who possesses a boxing IQ that's off the charts. A fight between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson isn't just a fight. It's a chess match with knockout power. It's the ultimate clash of styles, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, the devastating puncher against the defensive genius. This is the kind of matchup that defines a generation. It's the kind of fight that fans, analysts, and legends like Roy Jones Jr. crave. It's a legacy fight. It's for all the marbles. It's for pound supremacy. Shift back to the drama. But let's look at this from Tank's side. Is he really afraid of Shakur? That seems unlikely. Tank has never shied away from a challenge. His career is built on walking into the fire. So what's the hesitation? Is it the business of boxing? Is it the classic promotional Cold War that keeps the best from fighting the best, or is it something else? Maybe it's the high-risk, low-reward nature of fighting someone as slick as Shakur. A win against Shakur solidifies his greatness. But a loss? A loss to a fighter who can make you look ordinary could be devastating for the Tank brand. On the other hand, a fight against Jake Paul is low risk, high reward. It's an easy night's work for an astronomical payday. It's a business move, and in today's boxing landscape, business often comes first. Tank's response to Roy Jones has been, in typical Tank fashion, dismissive. He's the man in the arena, the one calling the shots. He's built his own empire, and he'll run it his way. He doesn't need advice from past generations, no matter how legendary they are. He projects an aura of complete control, suggesting that he's playing a bigger game than anyone understands. He'll fight who he wants, when he wants. And if that means a massive payday against Jake Paul, then so be it. Builds to a climax. So here we stand, at a crossroads. A collision between eras. Roy Jones Jr., the ghost of boxing past, is demanding a return to the old ways, to fights of pure skill and consequence. He's holding up the torch of legacy. On the other side, Gervonta Davis, the king of the new era, is a master of both the sport and the business, navigating a world where fame and fortune are as important as belts and titles. He's rewriting the rules. This isn't just talk anymore. It's a debate about the very soul of boxing. It's about pride, purpose, and power. What does it mean to be a great fighter in the 21st century? Is it about taking on the most dangerous challenges like Shakur Stevenson to prove your supremacy? Or is it about maximizing your platform and earning potential, even if it means taking on less credentialed opponents like Jake Paul? When icons collide and words turn to war, the truth is all that's left. And the truth of this situation will only be revealed under those bright lights, in the center of the ring. Whether it's against Shakur, Jake Paul, or someone else entirely, the next move belongs to Gervonta "Tank" Davis. And the entire world is watching, waiting to see which path he chooses, the path of the purist or the path of the mogul, the path of legacy or the path of currency. What do you guys think? Should Tank listen to the legend and chase greatness against Shakur? Or should he secure the bag and take the spectacle fight? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update on the biggest stories in boxing. We'll see you in the next one.